Hello, thanks for coming back to watch another Numismaniac bank strap hunt. Today we have $500 in ones from the Federal Reserve. These aren't tower straps this time, so maybe we'll get more lucky and find some more star notes that people haven't pulled out yet. But this week I went to the coin store and I got some awesome bills and I wanted to show them to you. So stay tuned until the end and we'll look at those. There's one that's pretty crazy and I was super stoked to find it. But first things first, though, we're going to go through these ones. So I'm going to go through the first strap and bring you back and show you what I find. Well, we had a couple finds in that strap. The oldest bill in there was 1995. I only pulled it out because I noticed there was a lot more 2021s in these straps than last week's, which makes sense because they came straight from the Fed, so they probably replaced a lot of them and pulled out most of the old stuff. But 95 was the oldest thing in there. It's not a web note. You can see the printing plate thing right there, and the digits are under the one. They need to be above the one if it's a web note. We'll get to that later in the video. But so that's what a normal 1995 note looks like. This one's just a little cool. Some people like low sum serial numbers, and that one adds up to 11. It's just interesting. It has 0, 1s, 2s, and 3s only. But add all those up, you get 11. Some people like those. I don't. I'm putting it back, but I thought I'd show you. And we got one star note. It's pretty beat up. 2017 A, B series, but we'll go on to the next strap. See what we find. Well, you win some, you lose some. Another strap with nothing in it. Oldest bill in there was 2006, so put those aside and we'll try again. See what we get. All right, that strap had a couple things to look at. This isn't an error, I don't think. I think it was just worn down by something, but it's really weird how this side's really dark and this side's really light, but maybe it was in someone's pocket folded in half or something. But you see those sometimes. Some people call them under inked, but I think it's just been worn down. I don't think this is a real error. And we got another star note, 2017 F this time, so we got two. We'll see if we can squeak out 3 more out of the last couple straps, but on to the next one. Well, we didn't find any star notes in that strap, but there was one thing kind of cool we should look at. This is probably the closest I've ever come to a real ascending ladder. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 8, 8. But if that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, that'd be a really cool note. Somebody a couple straps away got that number, so hopefully went to a collector that grabbed it. If not, some lady probably shoved it in a vending machine. But that's the closest thing I've ever come. I've gotten 1, 2, 3, 4 a lot, but I don't know if I've ever gotten a 5, and there just happened to be an 8 at the end, but that was pretty close. But anyways, I probably won't keep it. I'll probably send it back. We got one more strap. Hopefully we get 3 star notes out of here, but we probably won't. But we can always try. And then stay tuned because I'm going to show you all the cool stuff I got at the coin store this week, and I'm pretty excited. So here we go. Last strap. All right, that was a pretty good strap to end on. We got 2 star notes. I don't know if you can tell. That's 2013. It's a 2013 B star note, and it's in the duplicated serial range. And if you don't know about that, in the 2013 series, the B star notes, they accidentally sent the lists of serial numbers to be printed to both the Washington, D.C. printing facility and the Fort Worth printing facility. And you can tell which note you have if you have a D.C. or Fort Worth one based on that printing plate. The Dallas ones will say FW and the DC ones don't have anything. But that's pretty awesome. The range is any note 250,000 and under, and then from 3.2 million up to 9.6 million. So if you find a note in that range, you got to hold on to it. It's worth a lot more than face value. And there's a website that I'll put the link of down in the description where you can go and type in your note and put in your contact information. And if anyone else in the world has that note and types in the pair from the other facility, it can put you in contact and you can try to get together and work out a deal and maybe put the notes together. But yeah, so I was super happy to find that one, the last note. And a 2017 K. But I will put everything we found together, and we'll have a little closing, and then I'll show you all the awesome stuff I got at the coin store. So stay tuned. It's honestly probably better than the strap search we just had, but give me a second. Well, I think that was a very successful hunt for $500. We got 4 star notes. I would have liked to get 5. I tried to get 1 star note a strap. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't, but getting the 2013 B really made that worth it. So I'm very happy I got these $500 from the bank. And I decided to hold on to the partial ladder. Like I said, it's the best one I ever found, and it's only $1. I'll hold on to it. If I ever find one with a 6, I'll swap it out. But now I want to show you the awesome stuff I got from the coin store. So about, I don't know, a couple months ago, I went to this new coin store, and they had a little section of dollar bills. They were all fairly cheap, but I didn't bring a lot of money with me. But I bought a handful of star notes and some nicer bills for my collection. And there was a bunch of stuff I left behind because, like I said, I didn't bring enough cash. The bank wasn't open when I tried to swing by. But so I went back this week, and I went straight to that stack of dollar bills because, like, oh, well, it wasn't a stack. They had a big box full of dollar bills. And I went through it, and there was tons of stuff that I could put in my collection. But as I went through, I started finding some really good stuff. And I just want to show you what I grabbed. But the part that makes this the coolest, though, is how cheap everything was. Each one of these $1 bills I'm showing you, I paid $3 a piece for all of them. But so I got 2 consecutive 1963B bar notes, and they're uncirculated. So that's pretty cool. Those are some of the lowest mintage dollar bills ever because Mr. Barr wasn't in office very long as a Secretary of the Treasury, so those notes are a little rare. Like I said, for $3, I got this 2003 radar note, 45311-354. It's the same front and back, also called a palindrome. It's from 2003. I got 2 of them, 452-99254. Another one. So that's pretty awesome for $3 each. Then I got a bunch of star notes to put in my collection. This one was a duplicate I found out afterwards. That's why it's not in the sleeve. But each one of the star notes was only $5, and they're all in perfect uncirculated shape. An old 1963 note. Again, I had a duplicate after I got home. I didn't know I already had a uncirculated 63, but still cool. And these were all the ones I put in sleeves to definitely keep for my collection. This uncirculated 93 $10 bill was only $11. They had them in a little category that said face plus $10 plus 10%. So that was good. A 1974 uncirculated 20 for $22. I'm going to skip over the bulk of this stuff, but this was all just stuff I got from my collection for fairly cheap. Series and denominations I didn't have. That one's pretty cool just because it has 3 9s at the front. It's a really high serial number. I didn't have a 34B. Again, this one was $11. And here's a whole bunch of star notes that I've been looking for a long time, and I'll probably never be able to find them in the straps from the bank and guess I get really lucky. But all these ones were basically uncirculated. There's a few more in the back, but this is 1963, the first year they ever made the small size Federal Reserve notes for $1 bills. But I got a repeater uncirculated 2006 note, 1193-1193. And that upgrades the 2006 note I already had, so I'm just going to swap them out. And then I just got a bunch of older backdate uncirculated notes. So that's a 99, 88A, 85, 81A, 81. And again, I find these in circulation sometimes, but they're all ripped up and not pretty. These ones are perfectly uncirculated. For $3 a piece, I was very happy to make my collection just leaps and bounds better. 77A, 74, another 2003 radar, but this one I'm going to keep in my collection for sure. 453000354. And again, $3 for that. That was awesome. And then here's some star notes that I got. 2001, uncirculated, 77, 93. And I've always wanted one of these first day of issue stamped and postmarked $2 bills, but I don't know, I didn't want to pay $10 for one, but they were $3 at this store, so I grabbed one. But now I'm going to show you the really good stuff. I'm glad you watched this long. But I don't know if you remember earlier, we talked about web notes. This is a web note. I didn't know it at the time. I just grabbed it because it was a nice uncirculated 1995 note I could use in my collection. But if you notice, we talked earlier about how the printing plate block letters aren't there. I'll show you the back. The printing plate number is up above the 1. So it has an 8 up there. I'll just show you on another normal bill. It's usually down there. But if you don't know about web notes, they were experimenting with printing dollar bills in a different way. The way dollar bills are printed now is they come on big sheets and then they cut them out. And when they were making web notes, they were trying to print them like how kind of how toilet paper would come out. You know, it was on a roll. And so it would come through like that and they chop them off. But so they changed the plate number a little bit so they could keep track of them. And just another thing I thought was interesting when I was looking at these, I don't know if you can tell how much whiter Mr. Washington's hair is on the web note, but it's like it's missing some ink, or not as dark, but I thought that was interesting. I don't know if all of them are like that, but this one is. We also got a 2013 B note in this strap search, so right there, that was pretty good. But these were in the $3 bin. For $3, I got an uncirculated one. And its friend, 3667760 and 61. But so this was $6 for both of these, and that's great. I think uncirculated ones on eBay are going for around $40–50. So I was really happy to find these. I save all my 2013 B star notes and put them on the website. After today, I'm up to, I think 9. But yeah, I was super happy to find those. And then this is the best for last. This is what the thumbnail is all about. I'm going to try to make it all dramatic. But I got a binary 1957 silver certificate. When I saw this in the bin, I was like, oh, I was like, wow, that's awesome. And it's uncirculated. This one was in the $10 bin. But I bought a ton of stuff at that coin store. And it didn't cost a lot. It was just, volume, a lot of stuff. Everything was really cheap. And the nice guy that was helping me ring out, he saw this and goes, wow, I don't know if that was supposed to be in there. I'll give it to you for that, but that's a great find, and I'm really happy. I have a few binary notes I found in circulation, but you'll never be able to find a uncirculated silver certificate binary like that. And the fact that it's a near solid. I mean, 7 5s, that's pretty awesome. I've never mailed any bills away to get graded or encapsulated or anything. I have a small little stack that I want to one day, but this is definitely going in the stack, and maybe eventually on the channel we'll do that and get it protected and graded. But for now, I'm just very happy to have it in my collection. But thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy my videos. Like I said, I'm going to continue to upload my strap searches and document as my collection grows. So please feel free to follow along and leave a like and share the video if you really liked it. But thanks for watching.